show you guys real quick how to set this up. So this is a towel ball. I'm gonna mute you guys real quick. And for those of you who have your towels with you, pull your towel out. We're gonna start making this. All right, mute you guys real quick. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna first undo my towel ball. So you're gonna start with your towel straight, like so. I'm gonna start holding on to one end with my left hand, like this. I'm gonna take my right hand, grab around midway along the towel. I'm gonna wrap over the top of my forearm, coming around, and then I'm gonna come from underneath. I'm gonna crisscross over that first wrap. I'm gonna come down, around, and then I'm gonna come around and follow that first wrap. Now I'm in this position. I'm gonna let go with my left hand. I'm gonna put my right hand end into my left hand, grab hold like so, and then I'm gonna let go with my right hand, and then I'm gonna use my right hand to help grab the two ends of the towel, or the middle of the towel, and I'm gonna wedge my left hand through that knot. And what this is a half fisherman's knot. Should be pretty sturdy. Pull it taut. For all you climbers out there, this is a handy knot to know. All right, to know that you've tied it well, you should have an equal sign, so two parallel strands, and then if you flip it 180, it should be crisscross. So I got a strand that comes up and around, and then I have the other one that's coming around the opposite direction. And so this is what your knot should look like. Good. Can I see people's awesome half fisherman's knots? All right, good. Excellent. I see some good knots there. And if for whatever reason it comes apart, that's fine. It's just a little bit harder to handle. Just bunch it up into a ball because we're going to be slamming this onto the ground. If you have very thin floors underneath you and very irritable neighbors, you might want to give them a heads up. All right. So before we get into anything, does anyone have any aches, sores, anything that's uncomfortable that I should know about?
Psyche, lack of motivation, all those things.
Okay, lacking motivation. So I'll be your I'll help you with that motivation. I'm gonna make you work really hard today. And then we're gonna be slamming this ball around today. So that should also help with your motivation.
Excellent.
All right, good. So we're gonna start with our typical warm-up. We're gonna go into our 5 exercises today are gonna be the overhead press. We're gonna do our single arm rows. We're gonna do some sword draws. I'm gonna go over that. We've done these once before, but we're gonna do them again today. Good shoulder exercise. We're gonna do some tricep kickbacks to work those triceps, very important muscle group. And then we're gonna finish with some rainbow slams. This is gonna be really fun for, I think, pretty much everybody. Good. Does anyone have any questions on what we're doing today? Nope, sounds pretty straightforward. So let's get into our warm-up session here. So if you're gonna be performing this workout standing, start in standing. If you're gonna be in seated, you can be in seated. This whole workout can be done in sitting. So what we're gonna do, put your fun towel ball to the side. And I want you to start with your arms by your side. Start by just paying attention to your breathing, taking a deep breath in, and then let it go. Take a deep breath in, and let it go. Keep breathing with that smooth, controlled pattern. It's Wednesday, middle of the week. I know I was feeling a little bit tired today. And it's time to maybe slow yourself down a little bit. Gather your focus. Breathe, smooth and under control. Try to bring that breathing from your belly. And then let's start to slowly bring your arms up over your head, as high as you can. If you can't get them all the way over your head, that's fine. And then shrug up towards your ears. If you're only up to here, that's fine. And then from here, shrug. So bring your arms up as high as they'll go, and shrug, and then let them down. And then bring your arms down to your side, bring your arms up, shrug, and then back down. And then bring your arms back behind you as you reach back, trying to open up the chest. Bring your arms up, shrug up, and then back down. Keep going. Get that little squeeze, and then back down. Bring your arms up. When you shrug, your biceps should be touching your ears, and then back down. Keep going. Try to make these now a little bit more continuous. Get that little extra shrug at the top, and then continue on with the motion. Good. Start to make it a little bit more flowy, a little bit more fluid. Getting that little extra shrug at the top. Good. And next, we're going to take your right arm. Our left arm is going to be right side. We're going to take your right arm. We're going to reach it up and over, reaching overhead, and then back down. And then left arm comes up and over, reaching as far as you can, and back down, and then alternating sides. Getting that big side bend type motion. Opening up the whole lateral side of your body. Good. And start to make this motion a little bit more continuous and flowing. Big reaches as far as you can. Maybe even get up onto your toes a little bit to get a little bit further into that stretch if you're in standing. Good. If you're in seated, really reach. Just don't fall out of your chair. It's a bad look. Good. Really reach. Challenge the mobility. Good. Next, we're going to do some little back slappers. Reach your arms across your body. We're going to start slow. Give yourself a big hug. And then bring your arms out wide. Bring your arms across. Give yourself that big hug. And then start to slowly increase the frequency of the movement, but still make sure it's a big, wide movement. Really open up the front of your chest, the front of your arms. Slowly make it go a little bit faster. Alternating the top arm. And we're going to do some arm circles. If you're in standing, we're going to add a little squat to it. Reaching up as far overhead as you can. Big arcing motions. Really open up the front side of your body if you're in seated. Simply lean forward and then reach up back as far as you can. Come around big arcing circles. Good, working that big motion. Good, keep it going. Really work on reaching, opening up the front side of your body here. Good. And then reverse the direction of your arms. Good. Seated and standing. Big arcing motions. Keep it going. Good. And then next, squatting into a crouch, seated in a crouch, and then extend out to the side. Come back in. Extend out to the side. Good. Go side to side. Keep going. Really reach in each direction as far as you can. Extending through your arms. Go quick if you can. You can't go quick, that's fine too. Just move. Good. Keep reaching as far out as you can. Get that stretch through the outside. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. We'll finish with some jumping jacks. Hopping side to side, arms up overhead. Getting that little hop, feet apart and then together. If you're in standing but you don't trust your balance, you can simply work the arms. Make sure you slam the arms back down to your sides. You're using this option. Same thing for our seated athletes. Coming up, arms down, up, arms down, up, arms down. Whichever version is working for you. Keep it moving. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Is everyone's heart rate a little bit up? Good. All right. So let's go into our practice rounds. We're going to go into that overhead press. So let's grab a backpack full of books, some dumbbells if you have them, any kind of weight really will do. And we're going to start in a front rack position with our backpack or dumbbells or barbells if you have them. And then from here, you're going to stand up tall, press that weight up over your head, and then back down. Press that weight over your head, and then back down. Continuous motion just like that. For our seated athletes, we're just going to do this in seated. Up tall, in a front rack, and then press up overhead and back down. Working both arms. Really extend at the top, finishing the full shoulder press. Good. Continuous motion. Make sure you find a weight that you feel like you can be doing for at least a minute here. So we're going to do 4 to 5 rounds of this for 1 minute. All right. And the key thing is going to be working on good motion. If using weights doesn't feel good, just drop the weights and work the motion. There are other things you can be doing. You can simply slide your arms up and down a wall. That can provide some support if doing an overhead press is achy on your shoulders. Good. Any questions on the overhead press? Doing good? Awesome. So next thing is going to be that single arm row. So one of my favorites here. It's a great exercise. Rows are great. Make sure if you're using a backpack that you tighten up your straps so that there's minimal play in the backpack. You're going to take a stagger stance, hinge forward, keeping a flat back. You're going to pull to your hip, just like so. Make sure that you are under complete control of the weight. The weight does not turn you in any way, that you are pulling on the weight and you're keeping your body pretty stationary here. If you're in standing, you need a little bit of balance support. You can hold on to a stable surface, and this can be that balance support. Like so. Make sure you try both sides. Find a weight that feels comfortable or that feels like it'll challenge you over the course of 30 seconds. Seated athletes, and sitting, hinge forward, and then pull to your hip, just like so. Make sure you practice both sides. And then remember, just like what I was saying to everyone standing, you want to keep your back flat here. Hinging forward, and then pull. All right, and then make sure you have that appropriate weight. You can always change your weight too during the course of the workout. All right, any questions on the single arm row? Everyone good? All right, thumbs up. All right, let's move on. The sword draw. So this is one that we covered like a long time ago, so I don't know how many people would remember this one. But the sword draw, in its simplest motion, is this. I'm going to start with my right arm. We're going to do one arm at a time. I'm going to pretend like I'm drawing a sword out of a sheath. So pretend I have a sheath here and I have a sword hilt. Pretend like you're grabbing that sword. Your thumb will start pointed behind you. And then as you unsheathe that sword, you're going to come up and around, just like so. And then when you finish at the top, your thumb will point behind you. So there's a rotation that happens during this movement. So you start with your thumb behind you, unsheath your sword, and you finish with your thumb behind you. This is the motion of the sword draw. Good. And so this is the basic motion. You should feel this in your upper back, in the back of your shoulder, primarily. And then you can add some weights to this. So don't get too cavalier here. Maybe grab something that weighs like somewhere between 2 and 5 pounds. And then from here, unsheathe your sword and raise it up overhead. Just like so. So here I have Physical Therapy for Children, 4th edition. Great book. Highly recommended for leisurely reading. Practice both sides. So you find that weight that feels good for both of them. We're going to do this for 30 seconds on each side. You're unsheathing that sword and turning that thumb over. So if thumb starts pointed behind you, you finish in this overhead position, thumb pointed behind you. Good. Practice both sides. Good. Any questions on the sword draw? We good?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So like when you're doing the sword draw, where's the motion originating? Like, is it, because I'm finding I'm doing like a little bit of a right angle with my arm when I get to shoulder level. I'm not sure if that's right.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people who will advocate for doing the sword draw one way or the other. I prefer to have the arm a little bit more on the straight side. So it turns into a little bit of this arcing motion. My elbow's probably bent more at like a 120 the entire time. And so what I'm imagining that I'm doing is that I'm pulling a sword out of its sheath. So you get this outward motion as well, and then you finish into the overhead.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, there's lots of variations on it too. None of them are necessarily wrong, they're just different. All right, good. Let's move on to the single arm tricep kickback. All right, so again with you're probably gonna want something a little bit heavier than what you did with the sword draw. So I'm gonna take Physical Therapy for Children, 4th edition, and I'm gonna combine it with Principles of Athletic Training. I'm gonna go into a split stance position. And then from here, I'm gonna keep my elbow high and I'm gonna extend outwards. I'm gonna find a good place to pinch the books. Working this motion here. Key thing is you gotta keep your elbow high and elevated the entire time. I should probably just pick one book instead of 2 books to pinch together. That's harder. Just like so. Doing that kick back. If you need a little bit of balance, you can put your hand up on a supported surface. Seated athletes, you're just seated, hinge forward, flat back, and then from here, elbow stays high, and then you kick back. What this should look familiar to is if you've ever been in a racing wheelchair, when you're at the bottom of the downstroke, and then you're kicking that arm back, and your follow through. That's a finishing position. Boom, boom. So, for any of us who happen to be wheelchair racers, but otherwise it's a great tricep exercise. All right, good. Make sure you practice both sides. Find that weight that feels appropriate to do for 30 seconds on each side. Any questions on the tricep kickback? Doing good on that? All right, let's finish up with our rainbow slams. This is gonna be a treat for all of you. Right? It's a treat for me anyways. So this is where you get to take your fun towel ball, and then if you're in seated or standing, the principle is more or less the same. We're gonna start on one side, we're gonna bring the arm up, this is the rainbow, and then you throw it down. Pick it up, rainbow, throw it down. Standing, coming up, boom. Alternating sides, whoops. Watch where you're throwing this. Try not to hit too many objects. Going side to side. If you get any noise complaints from your neighbors, you can tell them that it's all my fault. All right, good. Any questions on the rainbow slam? Good. I see some towels came undone a little bit. That's fine. What you can do is just clump it up into a ball each time. Just throw that onto the ground, clump it up into a ball, throw that onto the ground. All right, good. Any questions on the rainbow slam? Good. All right, let's get started. Let's get in position, grab your backpack full of weights, your heavier dumbbells. We're gonna get started with that overhead press. Oh, my stopwatch. All right, let's get in position, grab your weights, and let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Start in the front rack, press overhead. There we go. Nice and easy. If for whatever reason you feel like this is too mundane of an exercise, what you can do this from a squat. Be a lot harder. And then you can come back to this whenever you want. Make sure you have a nice stable rhythm here, because we're gonna go for a full minute. That's a good amount of pressing. Keep your elbows in, try not to let them flare out. Good. Continuous motion here. You got 20 seconds left. Keep going. Pace yourself. This is different from the single arm presses that we typically do. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition over to your single arm rows. Taking that split stance and pull to your hip. And go. Keep it moving. Keep breathing. Keep that flat back. Seated athletes. Same thing. Pull into your hip. Good. Maintain steady breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Good. Make sure you keep your torso square and level. Try to avoid any twisting from the bag. You control the weight does not control you. Good, concise movement, or controlled movement is a better word. Steady breathing, controlled breathing. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, let's grab your lighter weights for that sword draw. I'm gonna start with my right arm, thumb points behind me. Finish raising that arm up, and overhead, my thumb points behind me. Going back and forth. Unsheathe that sword. And resheathe it. Back and forth. This works even better if you have an actual sword. If you have an actual sword, that'd be awesome. It'd also probably be really heavy. Good. Unless it's a katana. Those are sick and light. Switch sides. Good. And thumb behind. Finish thumb behind. Start thumb behind. Finish thumb behind. Good. Continuous motion. Think about getting a squeeze in your shoulder blade, pulling your shoulder blade towards your midline as you're lifting your weight up over your head in this twisting motion. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Tricep kickbacks. Take your stagger stance. Elbow is high, and then kick the book back or your weight, whatever you're using. Just like so. Make sure you're keeping a nice flat back. Avoid rounding in your spine as you do this, and try to avoid slouching your elbow as you do this, because this doesn't do very much for you. Keep that elbow up high. Work that tricep. Work on that shoulder extension. Good. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. See it, athletes? You're just hinged forward. And elbow high, kick back. There you go. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Good. Continuous motion. Get that squeeze at the top. Good. 10 seconds left. Keep that chest square. Try to avoid twisting and turning. Good. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Grab your towel ball. Pick it up. Slam it to the other side. Pick it up. Slam it to the other side. Going back and forth. If your towel ball comes undone, that's okay. Just gather up the whole towel into a ball and slam it to the ground. Keep it going. Go, pick it up and throw it down. Pick it up and throw it down. Good, continuous movement. Keep going. 30 seconds. Good. Good. 20 seconds. Keep going. Stand all the way up and then slam it down. Keep going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Round 1 finished. How are people doing? Ah, I forgot to unmute you guys. All right.
I'm doing
Heavy
good.
breathing I can hear. Good. How was that first round? Any issues with transitions? I don't know.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, they're all pretty straightforward. No one's needing to transfer from chairs to the floor or standing to the floor.
Yeah.
We're good. Take a swig of water though. Catch your breath for a little bit. And then we're gonna go into round dose. All right.
Lady.
Grab your backpack, grab your weights, and let's get started here. Get in position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Press that weight over your head. Remember, we're doing this for a full minute. So, if at any point you need to take a pause, take a breather, that's fine. Work on continuous slow movement or a smooth movement, controlled movement. But if you need to take a break, check out your shoulders a little bit, that's fine. Collect yourself and then continue. Keep your elbows in. Try not to let them flare outwards as you're doing this. Keep going. Keep breathing. We're at 30 seconds here. Good. Good. Keep it up. You can take breathers. You can take a pause. And then get back into it. Oh, I shouldn't have done 100 push-ups earlier today. This is very tiring. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Take your backpack. Take your weights. Now let's go into that single arm row. Pull to your hip. Good. Keep going. Work on good, continuous, controlled movement. Keep breathing. Remember, you're controlling that weight. Keep pulling to your hip. Whether you're seated or standing athlete, you're pulling to your hip. Keeping your back flat as best as you can. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides and resume. Good. Making sure you maintain that flat back, arched forward. Good. Good. Continuous movement. Pulling to your hip. Keep going. Almost there. We got 10 seconds left. That's it. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Sword draws. Pick up your book, something lighter. We're gonna start with your thumb pointed behind you, down low. Finish up high. Thumb points behind you. Unsheathing your sword. Good. Keep it going. Good continuous movement. Get that squeeze in the back of your shoulder. Remember, if something doesn't feel great, my first suggestion is lighten the load and just work on doing the form correctly. 3, 2, 1, done. Switch arms. Remember, we're starting with our thumb pointing behind, finish with the thumb pointing behind. This continuous movement, smooth and arcing. Just like so. And then add some weight if it feels good. Good. Keep it going. Keep moving. Get that squeeze at the top. Good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your tricep kickback. Hinging forward, elbow high, and straighten out your elbow. Good. Keep it going. Good. Continuous movement. Keep breathing. Make sure you also control it on the way back. Don't just let it fling back. Otherwise, it turns into this pendulum high momentum movement. We want controlled movement. Stop at that 90. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Remember, think about controlling that movement the entire way. You should be able to stop on a dime at this 90-degree position of the elbow bend and then straighten out again. Good. Form that corner and then straighten it out. Form that corner, straighten it out. But do it under control. Good. This pinch grip will be good for our climbers. Keep going. Less than 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Rainbow slams. The best 1 minute of this whole workout. Keep it going. You can always tighten up your knot if you need it. Keep going. Ooh. Keep going. Punish your towel. Slam it to the ground. Take out all of your pent up anger into this poor inanimate object. Keep going. Quick movements is the goal. But remember, if quick movements don't feel good, slow it down. Work on maybe just this motion. If the quick movements don't feel good, that's fine too. Whatever feels good to you, I want you to be doing that this whole time. I like fast, aggressive movements. I have lots of pent up energy. Good, rest. All right. Whew. How was round 2?
It was cool.
Good.
Oh, it was cool. Oh, okay.
I like
That's cool. All right, so grab a little bit of water, catch your breath, slow it down for a little bit, and then we'll get ready for round 3.
Why do I feel like the rounds are going so fast?
Because I'm keeping better track of time, that's why. Before I used to get sidetracked. All right,
Good job,
so
Superman. Good job.
we
Good job, Superman.
we have
Good job.
less than 15 seconds, 10 seconds left. Get in position, grab your backpacks, grab your weights. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Overhead press. Good continuous motion. Remember, we're starting to get into rounds 3, 4, and 5 here. You might start getting fatigued. This is the time when it'll be good to take a little break, check out your shoulders, make sure you're doing this movement well, and then resume. Keep your elbows in. Avoid flaying them out. Keep working this continuous movement here. Good. Good controlled movement the entire time. If anyone is still doing these squat presses, you are an absolute monster. I commend you. You should be teaching this class. I am inferior. Not really. That's not how it works. All right, keep going. Keep breathing. Keep pressing. Woo. 10 seconds. Almost there, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, transition to that single arm row. And pull to your hip. Those overhead presses are killing me. Keep pulling to your hip. Get that squeeze in the back of your shoulder blade. That's key. You might be fatigued right now and just kind of going through the motions. I want you to slow yourself down if that's the case and really focus on getting that squeeze between your shoulder blades in the back of your shoulder. Make sure you're activating the right muscles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Good. And keep it going. Make sure you keep that focus. That is really important here. Good controlled motion is what we want. Get that squeeze, control your torso, pull to your hip. That's gonna best activate the muscles in your upper back that control your shoulder blade motion. Keep it going, we got less than 10 seconds here. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, all right, transition to your sword draws. Grab your lighter weights, start with your thumb behind, unsheath your sword, thumb finishes behind you. Keep going with that rotational movement of unsheathing your sword. Good. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Good controlled motion here. If it doesn't feel great, you can always lighten the load. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. All right. Start with your thumb pointing behind and then unsheath your sword. Good. Really get that squeeze at the top. You should be feeling this in the back side of your shoulder. Good. Unsheath that sword. Keep going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Transition to your tricep kickback. Go in a stagger stance, elbow up high, and kick it back and bring it down under control. Kick it back, bring down under control. Keep going. Good continuous motion here. Good. Remember, if you need a little bit of support, you can always hold on to something, but make sure you keep your chest up, keep your back flat as you're kicking that weight back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All righty. Keep going. Elbow up, kick it back. Keep going. Good continuous motion. Control it on the way down. Keep your elbow up high. It might want to sink down on you as you get tired. Keep your elbow elevated. Keep going. Less than 10 seconds left. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Rainbow slams. Grab your knot. Grab your towel. Slam it to the ground. Keep going. Bring it up, and make sure you bring it up in a high arcing motion over your head. And then slam it down. Big arcing motion. Try to avoid shorting the motion. Don't do this. Do this. Big motion. Best as you can. Keep going. Use as much of your range of motion as you have available to you. Going back and forth. Keep going. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. 15 seconds left. But remember, if you're feeling a little too tired, you can always slow it down. Do the slower motion if that feels good. But if you have energy, go fast for 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo-wee. All righty. Y'all doing great. Who's having fun today? I see some hesitant hands going up. All right. Well, I'm at least having fun. I hope those rainbow slams are making up for those silly overhead presses at the beginning. All right. Get a little bit of water. We're going to be going into round 4 in a little less than 30 seconds here. Stay in position.
Yeah.
Find your weights.
That's crazy.
And
Round 5.
let's get started in 10 seconds here. Meet you guys. All right. Go back to speaker view. And grab your weights. Get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press that weight overhead. Double arm overhead press. Keep your elbows in. This is round 4 now. Whoops, 4. So make sure your form's good. You'll probably be tired. That is okay. I'd much rather you move well than move a lot moving poorly. Just move well. That's the priority number 1. If you move a lot moving well, that's great. If you don't move a lot moving well, that's fine too. You'll move a lot more later. Keep going. Keep breathing. Good continuous motion. Keep up with those presses. Stay up tall. Keep going. 20 seconds left. Keep it going. Shoulders might be burning. That's okay. If it's getting to be a little bit much, you can take away that weight and just work the pressing motion without any added weight. Keep it going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Go over to your single arm rows. Stagger stance, flat back, pull to your hip. Keep going. Get that squeeze. And let's move. Keep breathing. Get that squeeze between your shoulder blades and the back of your shoulder. Less than 10 seconds left. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. Good. Make sure that you're hinged forward and you're controlling the weight. The weight does not control you. There's no excessive twisting or torquing or flexing in your spine. Keep everything straight and long. Making your abdominals work hard to hold yourself steady as you pull that weight. Good. Keep it going. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Sword draws. Whoop. Starting with your thumb behind you. Unsheath your sword. Hand is overhead. Thumb is pointed behind you. That rotation is really important for this motion. Unsheathing your sword. I remember there was the question earlier about whether your elbow should be bent at 90 the whole time or not. My preference is for approximately like a 120. And it starts to resemble more like that unsheathing of the sword. 3, 2, 1, done. Switch sides. Thumb behind. Unsheath your sword. And thumb behind. Good. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Smooth, controlled motion. Good. Keep it going. If we got some people who want to challenge themselves a little bit more with the sword draw, do it in a squat. And that'll be a lot harder. Keep going. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, done. All right. Single arm tricep kickbacks. Take that stagger stance, elbow high. Straighten out your elbow. Bring it down under control. And good. Keep going. Continuous motion here. Keep breathing. Make sure you're controlling that weight the entire time. Keep your elbow high. Don't let it drop down on you. Keep going. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. Hinging forward, elbow high, kick back. Good. And you can always adjust the weights as we go through these workouts. If you're feeling really strong in the beginning, but you're starting to fatigue out, you can always grab a lighter book, grab a lighter weight, maybe get rid of the books and the weights. Just work the motion. But keep moving, that's important here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, best part, rainbow slams, and go. Big arcing motions. Make the biggest rainbow that you can. Find that pot of gold and smash it. Keep going. Back and forth, side to side. Good, continuous motion, big arcing rainbows. Keep it going, keep breathing. Woo, I'm getting tired. Woo. Side to side, big motion, slam the ball down. But if you're feeling tired or if large range of motions don't feel good, small range of motions, slow and under control, that's fine too. Continuous motion is what I want though. Keep moving, keep breathing, keep slamming, keep annoying your neighbors, tell them that you're cleaning your floors. 3, 2, 1, done. All right. Whew. Good work, everybody. We are making great time. Doing great. I feel good. I feel really tired and breathing hard. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Unmute you guys. How are you guys doing?
I feel tired. Very tired.
Good.
Sweating.
Excellent. All right. Who's loving the slam balls right now? I am.
Me.
Good. I hope those are fun.
Those are definitely fun.
Yes. Good,
I get to annoy my mom. Yay.
Tell her you're cleaning your room.
Yeah, she won't believe that for a minute.
All right, get in position. 10 seconds here. Find your weights.
Final one, guys. Number 5.
Final one. This is round 5. Get started in 5.
Mambo number 5.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, get pressing. Remember, this is our last round here. Move, smooth and under control. Maybe drop your weights if it's getting a little bit heavy on you. Smooth movement is what we're going for. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Good continuous motion. Shake it out if you need. And keep going. We're 30 seconds in. Almost done with this bear. Keep going. All right, 20 seconds. Keep going. Elbows in. Good presses. Almost there. 10 seconds left. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Single arm rows. And pull to your hip. Keep going. Keep breathing. Make sure you keep the back flat. Good. Keep going. Whew. Make sure you keep that squeeze going. You might be tired right now. It'd be really easy to slack on these and just go through the motions. That's not what we want. We want to pull to that hip. Get that squeeze in the back of your shoulder blade. Focus here. 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. Keep that focus, you guys. Really get that squeeze in the back of your shoulder blade. That's what's important here. We're pulling. Get those muscles in your upper back to engage. Keep it going. The idea is we want to balance out the work that we've done in the front by doing some work in the back. Keep going. Keep breathing. Less than 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Sword draws. All right. Grabbing your lighter weights. Thumb behind. Unsheath your sword. Finish overhead. And like I said before, it's perfectly okay to drop the weights and move without the book. Get that motion in. I want good, clean motion. That's number one, priority. If it doesn't feel good, drop the weight a little bit. See if that cleans it up. But keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. Thumb behind. Unsheath. Overhead. Thumb behind. Keep going. Keep breathing. Continuous motion. Weights or no weights. Just keep moving though. Good, clean motion. Really get a reach at the top with this sword draw. Good. Less than 10 seconds. Keep going. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Tricep kickbacks. Take that stagger stance. Elbow high. Kick back. Home stretch, you guys. Hey, you might be tired now. It'd be easier to slack doing some of these. This won't do anything for you. Keep that elbow up high. Stay focused. Really get that good solid squeeze. Focus on control. Engage in your triceps, these muscles on the back side of your arm, and then your upper back and your shoulder. Good. 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. And elbow high. Maintain your focus. Really important here. Stay focused. Keep that elbow high. Control the weight on the way back down. Get that squeeze. In the back of your triceps. Good. I'm sweating bullets here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Final round. Grab your slam ball. Pick it up. Up overhead. Slam it down.
Finish them. Hello.
Final round. Finish them. I love Mortal Kombat. That was such a great video game. Keep going. Side to side, big arcing motions. The biggest ones that you can do, but under control. So remember, if that arcing motion is small, that's fine. The biggest arcing motion that you can do within your capacity is what I want. And then use some force to deliver that ball or the towel to the ground. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Almost there, you guys. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. Get a few more in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo. Very solid work today. Very solid work, everybody. All right. Who's ready for round 6?
No. Seriously?
No.
I'm
Wait,
about
what
to
time
say,
is it?
bro,
I'm not going to do it around 6.
Dr. Insano over here.
Yeah. That would be insano for sure. All right. Well, I hope you guys got a good workout in. Hot and sweaty. Work those shoulders in the front. Work those shoulders in the back. Got some good motion with those rainbow slams.
When I go back to school, I will not be able to lift my backpack.
You won't lift it the same way again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, great. Does anyone have any questions on what we covered today in the workout?
I don't think so.
No? All right.
No.
Well, you guys have a great evening.
too.
I look forward to having you guys pop in on Friday or whenever you guys decide to pop in. Yeah. And then we will continue working hard day in, day out. And have a good night.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent.
Brent.
Very
Bye,
welcome.
Brent.
All right.
Bye.
Take care, you guys.
Bye.